Shoreline News. In case you missed Nikki and myself, we're back! So Nikki, tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I've been to Czech Republic and you know the weather was horrible at the beginning, like in England. But later on it was 34 degrees. Amazing. What about you? Where have you been?
Well, I went to Germany for a week. Sarah says hi to everybody, and then I decided to go camping. Every time I go camping, I think it's a good idea when I leave, and then I come back thinking maybe it wasn't such a good idea. But overall, as a church, we had a great time at one event.
So let's see what's coming up in Shoreline News.
In the past few weeks, we've been interviewing different people about their experience with small group. This week, we interviewed Jean and David Dons. Let's hear what they have to say.
So as leaders of a small group, I was wondering, how did you see small groups impact the lives of people in the church?
Yeah, I'm a great believer in small groups because I really believe that there are some people who feel very comfortable in a small group. They're more inclined to speak out, whereas in a big church they wouldn't. And there are people who don't really connect with people within a big church situation, but they will in a small group. They will pray and they'll join in discussion. And it does affect their lives, and people feel that they're a part of something.
Yes, I feel that people need connections because some people are don't find it easy to talk to people in a bigger environment. But in a small group, just as David said, they will come out. You find out about them. They begin to talk to you. And it helps them as well. I have seen people in the group that we've taken, I've seen them come on in their study of the Word of God because that's what we do. We do Bible study. I've watched them eagerly. One lady bought a new Bible so that she could come and she could study along with us. And I think this is what small groups does. It helps people to move on in their Christian life.
Well, my husband and I first got married, everything was going well. We had 2 great jobs, brilliant. We worked nights in a pub. A couple of years into the marriage, my father suddenly died, and my mother was left penniless as a result and came to live with us. I lost my job when I then became pregnant because I was a care manager and they wouldn't let me work. And suddenly our income had gone to half of what it was, and I was trying to feed an extra parent and soon a baby. So we did what everybody else does, and we used credit cards to help us along. And 6 years later, and £53,500 in, we realised that wasn't going to work for any longer. That was the deposit on our house as well, but it was just too much. So we went to an agency that helped us form a debt recovery plan, but they said it would take, we'd either had to sell our house or we would be repaying it for well over 12 years. But then we found out about Cap Money. So I went along and I did the course, and at the end of the course found I was over £400 a month better off, just from actually focusing where my money was. We also got to shorten our debt repayment plans. Everybody should go on Cap Money, and not if they're in debt or not if for any other reason. Then it's going to teach you how to actually know what to do with your money, how to budget and stick to it. And Cap Money is awesome. It is the most amazing course I've ever done because it teaches you how to live within your means and it gives you control back.
The Youth Explore service will be on the 13th of September. Don't miss this great time. The Alpha course is coming up this September. For more information, or if you want to invite somebody, go to the info point. The Nehemiah Day will be on the 26th of September. Come along to help and have a great time.
Nikki, did you know that 21 times in the Bible Jesus says, "Do not be afraid"?
I think I've heard of it.
Well, let me share something with you and with you guys. John 16:33 says, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you'll have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Fearlessness is a series of choices that we make every day. And I just want to encourage you, church, to go on about your week and your year and your whole life making fearless decisions because we have God on our side.
Oh wow, thank you so much for that, Joey, and we will see you next week. That's all. Have a great time.